Hi my loves, here welcome back to the channel. My name is Mimi, and in today's video I will be sharing with you guys 10 hygiene secrets I wish I knew in my early 20s. Now, one of you mentioned that I talk super fast. Well, her exact wording was I talk very fast, if anyone has ever told me that, which is true. I actually do. So I'm trying to make a conscious effort in today's video to slow down. Let me know in the comments if you can tell a difference. I am trying here, guys. Alrighty, that being said, let's get right into those hygiene secrets. Subscribe to my channel. Starting off strong with know your skin type before you buy skincare products is actually very important. A lot of us are actively breaking out. We are dealing with skin issues even after using the viral product TikTok recommended to us. You know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't dispute the fact that the product can actually be good or that the product can actually do what it says it's going to do. All I'm saying is maybe it just may not be suitable for your specific skin type, and that's why you're experiencing issues with the product, and it's time to discontinue. I know that's the part you don't want to hear. When it comes to the skin on our face, some people have dry skin, some have combination skin, some have normal skin, some have oily skin. A simple trick to use to know the type of skin you have is to wash your face thoroughly and then let it be for say 30 minutes without applying any type of skincare product to your face. You can either let it air dry or you can use a clean towel to pat it dry. Your choice. After 30 minutes, look into a mirror and assess your skin. This is where it gets tricky, but it's actually very simple. So look into a mirror and assess your skin. If your skin feels dry, flaky, that is, if it looks like it's peeling off even, then you have dry skin. With combination skin, you realize that the areas around your T-zone appears to be oily. That is the forehead area, the nose area, the chin area. That bit will be oily. And then the areas around your cheek will be normal. That's how you know you have combination skin. When it comes to my normal skin folks, you're neither dry, you're neither oily. It's as simple as it gets. For my oily skin people, once you look into the mirror right from the bat, you can tell that you're shining even without applying any type of product to your face. That's how you know you have oily skin. Why is this important to know? It's important to know this so that it can help you determine the right products to buy for your specific skin type and your skin needs. I have combination skin. My skin is on the acne prone sensitive side. So for me, no matter how viral an oil-based product goes, I'm just going to avoid it because I know for a fact that it's just going to irritate my skin and break me out. That's why it's important to know your skin type so that you don't just throw money around in the name of trying products that won't even work for you in the first place. It's also important that I mention that you know when to see a professional. If you've tried everything under the sun to tackle a skin issue that just won't budge, then you know it's time to see either an esthetician or a dermatologist to help you figure out what's going on, because sometimes the issue may not just be external alone, it could be internal as well, and so they'll help you figure that bit out. I hope this helps. Let me know if you want a detailed skincare routine video where I go in depth, because there's a lot to skincare, the products to use, how to layer your products, all of that. Skincare is very broad and there's only so much I can fit into one big point. Number 2, take care of your feet. I can't stress this enough. Foot care is very underrated and not talked about enough. I don't know why. Don't neglect your feet when you're taking a shower. A lot of us pay attention to the upper body down to our legs, but when it comes to the feet, we're very nonchalant. Guys, you want to be washing your feet with sponge and soap. Get in between the toes. Remove all the gunk and the bacteria hiding in there. And then once you are done, make sure to towel dry it properly so that you don't develop some type of fungal infection. It's very important. Do you know what a propro is? Well, the less said the better. Just clean your feet. Get into the practice of scrubbing your feet is very important. It will help you get rid of all the dead skin on your feet. I don't know why I stopped doing this, but when I was younger, back in the day, we used to scrub our feet on stones or hard surfaces like cement floors, and by the time you're done scrubbing, your feet will feel super fresh. Today, I have this stone foot scrubber type thing. I'm the one calling it that. I'll leave it on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if you're interested, you can go and get one for yourself. Every 3 days or 1 week, you can scrub your foot, get rid of all the dead skin, and your feet will feel super soft and fresh. Okay? Once you're done scrubbing, make sure to moisturize your feet down. Moisturize it with some type of foot lotion or butter. I like to use shea butter. It makes my feet feel super soft. you won't even recognize your feet by the time you're done. If you're someone who likes to wear bathroom slippers or slides, especially the ones made of rubber or plastic, please make it a point to wash them often and dry them out in the sun. They tend to smell so bad due to moisture and sweat buildup, and it can cause your foot to also smell very, very bad. So please wash them regularly and dry them out in the sun. You can also do this with your other shoes as well, your sneakers, your heels, your sandals. Please, from time to time, wash them, pop them out in the sun so that the odor in the shoe can be eliminated, okay? Some people don't even have to take off their shoes and you're like, If you don't want that, please dry your shoe out in the sun, okay? Number 3, avoid using a public washroom. But Charlie, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to use it, but avoid sitting on the seat at all costs. Nothing will get me to sit on a public toilet seat. Unless Roundstow, because that one the only say about. But even that one, crowd, there should be a way around it. There has to be a way around it. A lot of public washrooms are not well cleaned, guys. That's if they're even cleaned at all. You don't want to catch an infection you had no business catching just because you went and sat your buttocks on the toilet seat. Avoid it. Please squat when you're using a public washroom for your own safety. All right. And also, once you're done, please wash your hands with soap and water. Avoid their hand towels. Don't use it. If anything, let your hand air dry, or you can use a paper towel. And then once you're done, toss it. Number 4, another part of the body we tend to neglect a lot is our ears. Why are we not thoroughly cleaning our ears? Why are we not doing it? Guys, before you hop into the shower, do well to remove your earrings so that you avoid that black, awful, smelly buildup that comes around the earring. Okay? You don't want that. It smells so bad. And then take a Q-tip or a cotton pad or a towel. I just prefer a Q-tip because it gets into the crevices where a towel can't reach. But the point is, clean your ears. Alright, behind your ear, in your ear, just don't go too overboard because you don't want to be removing the earwax. It's there for a reason. It's there to protect your ear, your eardrum. Leave it alone. Sometimes when you're in close proximity with some people, you can literally see the dirt build up around their ear, and it's so disgusting. Don't let that be you. Number 5, change your sanitary towel often. In my opinion, a good place to start is thrice a day, especially in the first 2 days of your period when it is heaviest, and then twice a day, morning and evening, for the remaining days of your cycle. Now, I know a lot of people like to say, 4 to 6 hours, but guys, let's be realistic. Not every young lady out there is privileged enough to be able to afford sanitary towels, not to talk of affording sanitary towels every 6 to 4 hours. But at this point, it's for health reasons. So twice a day is a good place to start, okay? Morning and evening at least, because the last thing you want is to have a full sanitary towel on for long. It can cause odor, it can cause irritations, and it can cause infections. The first time I noticed this can actually happen with the sanitary towel, I was in secondary school and I had to learn the hard way. Why do we have to learn these things the hard way? Because it's not talked about enough. We don't get the proper education we need to get around the topic. Guys, if there's a school out there looking for someone to come educate the young girls on personal hygiene, menstrual hygiene, I'm at your service. I'm so passionate about this thing because I really don't understand why we are learning these things the hard way or later on in life. This is basic hygiene education that everyone should know. I'm sorry guys, I get so frustrated when I'm talking about this because why are we learning these things later in life or learning it the hard way? Why? Make it make sense. These are basic things we should know right from the onset of just being a girl child who is able to understand the concept of whatever it is we're discussing, which is personal hygiene, menstrual hygiene. We have to have that conversation at some point. Anyway, let's move on. Number 6, dry your panties out in the sun. I really don't understand people that dry their panties indoors. Dry your panties out in the sun, guys, so that the sun can kill off any infection-causing fungi or bacteria hiding in your panties that your eyes can't see. Some people even go the extra mile of ironing their panties after drying it out in the sun. And then you say you dry your panties indoors. What was the reason? What was the reason? Guys, don't do that. Our intimate area is very sensitive, and if you're not careful, the least thing can throw your pH balance off and you deal with a yeast infection in no time. And those things, if you're not careful, can be very reoccurrent, and you find that you're always treating something just because of the way you handle your intimate area. Please, if you don't want any issues, take care of it properly because it's very delicate. Do you get what I mean? So wear breathable loose cotton panties, underwear. Avoid the silky ones, tight undergarments. They trap moisture, okay? And everywhere you have moisture that can't escape is a breeding ground for bacteria. Always remember that. Number 7, this I started doing a few years ago, say 2 years ago, visiting the dentist. Guys, you want to visit the dentist for a service called polishing and scaling, or what's generally called cleaning, okay? At least every 6 months or once a year. Because visiting the dentist can be quite pricey, but it's worth it. The toothbrush can't get everywhere, and it definitely can't get rid of plaque and tartar that forms over time. You see that hard yellowish thing that forms in between the teeth or behind the teeth? That is what you want to go to the dentist to get rid of. Left unchecked, it can lead to several gum issues and breath issues, and that's what we don't want. Once a year is good. Go see a dentist so that it can help you get rid of all the things that the toothbrush can't get rid of. And after your dental visit, be sure to maintain a consistent oral routine, brushing your teeth twice a day, flossing, tongue scraping. Do those things to keep everything nice and neat. Number 8, the vagina is self-cleaning. Just wash the area with warm water and nothing else. These cleansers on the market, guys, avoid them. They'll just throw your pH balance off. It's just marketing and a bunch of diseases bottled nicely. Women who have come out to share their experiences with the usage of these cleansers will tell you that it just led to a bunch of infections and throwing their pH balance off. Is that what you want? I'm sure you don't want that, so avoid it at all costs. Your lady bits is not supposed to smell like flowers or vanilla. It has its own natural smell. It doesn't need your help. Now, this is a little education for my ladies who don't know the difference between the vagina and the vulva, because for the longest time I didn't. I thought everything down there was the vagina, but I was wrong. The vagina is the internal part of your lady bits, the part you don't see. And then the vulva is the external part of your lady bits, the part you see. So the parts that consist of your clitoris, your labia, minora, majora, yada yada yada, that is your vulva. That is the part you wash. So next time you hear someone say, oh, the vagina is self-cleaning, the vagina is self-cleaning, they are only trying to tell you that the internal part of your lady bits is self-cleaning. That's why gynies or gynecologists advise against douching, because douching is you trying to self-clean the internal part of your lady bits, and it can have a negative effect on your health down there, so avoid it, okay? When it comes to the vulva, just wash with warm water. You can add a bit of rock salt. Emphasis on a small amount of rock salt. Gynies recommend this. Our mothers used to do this. Just put a bit of rock salt in warm water, wash the area, and you're good to go. Why we don't like to keep things simple will always be beyond me. Number 9 is going to be very straightforward, very short, very sweet. This is for my gym girlies. No shade to my gym girlies. I am a gym girly. I love working out. You guys already know this about me. This is just something to help one another. Get out of your wet clothes as soon as possible. Staying in wet clothes for a long time can cause odor and infections. I can't emphasize enough how easy it is to get infections. Our lady bit is very delicate. That's why 1 minute to be an infection, 1 minute to be an infection, because it's very easy to contract something if you don't take care of your intimate area. Am I making sense? Even when it comes to our skin health. That's why I always advise against going to the gym with a full face of makeup. Cause why? Anyway, to avoid breaking out, clogging your pores, getting an infection, please take a shower, do your skincare routine, and change into fresh clothes as soon as you can. Number 10, go for regular checkups. A lot of us like self-medicating too much. It's such a dangerous practice. I don't know where we learned this thing from. Guys, if you're not feeling well, go to the hospital. Some of us, unless we don't feel an itch, no, we don't smell something funny, no, we're going to the pharmacy. Now, going to the pharmacy is not the problem. But going to the pharmacy, not to tell them your symptoms, but to tell them the medication to give you, that's where I have a problem. If you're not feeling well, go to the hospital. Let a doctor properly diagnose you and give you appropriate treatment. That's all I'm saying. Don't sit in your house and ask AI what is wrong with you, and then ask AI to recommend drugs to you, and then go to the pharmacy and go and buy the drugs that AI said buy. Is AI a doctor? Do you hear how messed up that sounds? AI is not a doctor. Let's go to the hospital. I used to take a bunch of supplements. I think that's why I don't take supplements anymore. I used to take a bunch of supplements, not because I was deficient in anything, but because they were popular. Mind you, these supplements are not regulated by the FDA, so you're on your own. It's bad for your health and it can cause severe damage to your liver and your kidneys. We have to be very careful out here, guys. Before you buy a supplement, make sure you've gone to the hospital to get proper blood work done. Let a doctor be the one to tell you, oh, you're deficient in A, B, C, D, and then the doctor will give you the supplement to take to curb that deficiency. Am I making sense? If there's anything you want to do, you can go the natural route. So let's say after visiting the hospital, a doctor says you're deficient in, say, iron or magnesium or whatever, then you can start researching foods that are rich in these nutrients and then you start eating them. There's no harm in that. That's perfect. But when it comes to medication, something that has been chemically combined in the lab, please go to the hospital, speak to a doctor. It's for your own good, guys, okay? Alright my love, so that's all I have for you today. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, less is more. You don't need a 50-step skincare routine to get glowy skin. You don't need a bunch of products to smell good. And you definitely do not need a ton of supplements to feel your healthiest. If anything, all these things will give you the exact opposites of what you're trying to achieve. These products are being pushed towards us excessively to get us to participate in overconsumption. It's putting money in someone else's pocket and it's messing us up, messing our society up, and messing our environment up. Take care of yourself. Yes, I 100% agree. We should do that, but do that responsibly and safely. Thank you once again for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, comment. I love hearing from you guys. Let's keep the conversation going down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Some of you are here week after week, but you're still not subscribed. Become a part of the family. My name is Mimi. God bless you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Shalom.